Alrighty. So it took a while to go live, like a lot longer than it ever has before. So it might cut out. I just want to give everybody a heads up on that in the beginning. But I'm going to wait until a couple people show up. And while I do that, I'm going to calibrate this scale and get some gold ready to give away tomorrow. Had a pretty interesting month so far. I hope everybody else has had a good month as well. That's 20. I've made some changes. I'm sitting near Nigel's corner, if you can't tell. And I've made some changes to try to incorporate better viewing things for later on in the future. Well, I haven't finished them all completely yet. So at this point in the month, if you're a member, you have 20% off any purchase. Hey Megan, how's it going? Because I've only made 10 videos this month. So that's one of the perks of being a member. That's not the goal that I wanted to weigh. Hey Jeremy, how's it going? Yeah, right? Pretty good. A little tired. Been pretty busy this month. I'm glad that you made it to this one. I have some things I want to let you know about. And if you didn't catch it earlier, because you're a member, anything that you purchase today, send me an email so I can give you 20% off if you wanted something. Oh, wow. So this one's actually 5.18, and I'm not going to fiddle around with that. There's 6 pretty cool size flakes in there that's going on. And right now there's 10 different numbers for the drawing tomorrow. But that's not really what's going on in this video. That's not the most important thing. That's just something I had to do today. Hey, Stewed Easy. Just wait out 6. Yeah. I put it in the description, but let me write it right here. And so thanks to all your guys' advertising, I've actually sold out of the gold that I have, except for this and this like 25 mesh. So if you want to order gold, you're gonna have to, like, I can put you through if you want it for the drawing and to get through the, like, I can put your, like, process your order to get you like the drawing and the discount and everything. Just send me an email. Don't put it on the website. Don't go through the website because I have to wait until I get more gold into me at this time. So I have both of you guys here, and you both have to let me know. Hold on one quick second. Your opinions on what I'm supposed to do with this. How should I give this away? And like, send me an email or leave it in a comment or something on what you think I should do with this piece of petrified wood that's going to be given away somehow. There you go. Happiness all over the place. But so you guys let me know before too long, because I'm probably, if I haven't heard from people soon, I'll have to wait until next month to give that out. But this month I've got coins, a bill, the 6 flakes that equal 0.518 on my scale. And I want to talk about, okay, so again, if you have a member's number, you got 20% off anything you purchase from me. If you plan on purchasing gold, it's like going to have to be on a hold, but we can put you in through the giveaway today, this month. Just let me know. Also, members who are here, you are automatically going to have one entry this month. Not members who are here, just members, anybody with a member's number for this gold right here. I want to move on to talking about the thing that, like, briefly, the thing that is there you go. There you go. So I got in a storage unit. I bought it because it had all of this stuff. And one of the main things it had were these cases of boxes. And I really thought there had to have been something cool in them. But I'll unbox one of them right here live for you guys to see what it is. Now, I've talked about these boxes for a while. It is today. Because I was really angry and I couldn't figure out what to do with these boxes. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk about a chance, like what's going to happen with these boxes and why I'm not so angry about them anymore, because I figured it out. I'm going to make mystery boxes, but they're not really going to be a mystery and they're not really going to be boxes. So let me explain to you what's going on. If you can see, there's 330 of these in each case. And I actually have 40 wonderful cases of 330 of these boxes. And they're boxes of boxes. Yes. I have 40 cases of boxes of boxes. Can you say best purchase ever? Like, and it's I mean, it looks like it would have been fancy. It would have been some fancy food, but it's a box. It's combustible. It's got Chinese food. It's a box. It's a wonderful box. So I spent a lot of time being angry about, because I actually spent more on this storage unit than any storage unit I've bought so far, which isn't saying much, but I really expected more than just 40 cases of 330 individual packages that are labeled for sale, so I can't really do anything with them. And that's what I thought for a while. And I thought about it and I thought about it. And I got really frustrated. And then I just was like, okay, whatever. We'll just go and we'll recycle them, because in a lot of the towns where we're at, if you're a resident, you can recycle this type of stuff for free. But with the tools that we have, that would have equaled pretty much driving. I think it would have been, because we would have had to do 2 trips from one city to the other city, driving 120 miles in a gas guzzling 1990s Suburban. So that was not an option in my head. I was going to do anything I possibly could do to not recycle these boxes. And I'm not against recycling. I'm not. But I really thought to myself, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way than that. So here's the better way. I'm in the process of generating a list of prizes, 330 prizes. The majority of these prizes, I just ripped that off because I get so angry at these boxes. The majority of these prizes are going to be store credit. No, because you can't. You'd have to put them in another box to ship. And then, so it's just, I thought about that too, but, and then what are you going to ship in these? Like I could ship a couple, they're not that big. It's like a microwavable meal, a small microwavable meal for a healthy person. I'm not going to get enough food in one of these things. I mean, that is an option. That I guess I didn't think about that, but I don't want that in my life. I don't want cardboard whiskey. To quote The Office, I don't want to drink anything that I have to make myself. Okay, so I mean, all the power to you. I mean, there was my days where I was making wine out of bread yeast in the closet back in high school. So I get it. You got to do what you got to do at a certain point, but we're not there anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make these all into mystery boxes. Now they're not a mystery because you will be able to access the prize list. And I will be updating it and based off who pulls what. It's a mystery because I will be putting the code in each of these boxes and then randomly drawing it from this box to give to you. I won't be making it into a box. I'll be leaving it flat and shipping it in flat rate envelopes. The shipping will be included. And on the list of prizes I have right now, there's, I think, some pretty good ones. Now, I want to kind of make this video now because I think what I'll probably end up having everything solidified come the 20th. The 20th of this month. I have most of the numbers in mind. I just don't have how many of this, how many of that. For instance, I have in mind right now, if you were to go to the website that I go to buy the gold I go to get from, there's a 2 gram option of gold. That's a prize. Now, it's not just one of those is a prize. I will have 6 of those as a prize. So you'll have a chance of winning 2 grams of gold in only 2 nuggets for $25. Now that's awesome to me because I take risks. I gamble on storage units. I gamble on a business that's really being built from the ground up. Why is it something that's a risk? Because more of the prizes are not more than what you're paying. So like there's going to be prizes that are $5 in store credit, $10 in store credit, $20 in store credit, and you're paying $25. So it's not wise to yeah, exactly. See, it's like it's not really a mystery, but it is. It's not really a box, but it is, and you can keep this box. I mean, you can make your whiskey, buy a bunch of these boxes and make your whiskey out of it. That's an option when you're done. Just let me know what the code is so you can get your prize. You do whatever you want with these boxes, but this is what I'm doing with these boxes while they're in my possession. So I feel like you can get a lot cheaper cardboard to make whiskey from. But if you want to go all out and get some, because this was actually purchased in 2014. This is already aged cardboard. This is some premium aged cardboard for you, man. So I don't know. It's pretty safe. It's not dusty. You're if that's what you're trying to do it. But so why is it? It's a risk because like all of the big prizes are completely funded by the people who are getting the smaller prizes. Everything that's going to come out of this box is coming from this box. So what's the risk to me is I pull the extremely big prizes and rack my credit card bill up way faster than I can pay it off. What's the risk to you? You end up pulling a and honestly, that is the lowest prize. It's going to be a $5 gift card, amount to the store. And with that being said, I wanted to talk about, if you, let's say you were like, I really like this idea, I want to do this, and you end up getting $5 gift cards. I don't think that's even possible. So I'm putting in like things like, if that were to happen, you automatically are going to win a silver round, because that to me, that's not in my head, not something that should be or could be possible. So I kind of want to like sway any doubt that it's not that it is fair, that it is random, and that even if you do kind of get screwed over in a sense, I'm going to like make it better for you in the best way I can. So that's in my head, looking at it from like the outside, looking at the numbers, that's the worst thing that can really happen. I can't do that, actually. So if I were to do that, that would be fraud, like what you're describing, bud. I can't do that. What I'm doing is actually evading. The way I'm doing it is, it's not gambling based off Colorado law. It's not a raffle, because everybody does win something, and it avoids on your part gift tax, because you purchased the code with inside the box. So and then you're redeeming that code, and I'm sending you the prize. Exactly. Yeah. So it's not a gamble. It's not a raffle. The gamble is essentially you're buying something that could be worth less than what you're paying for, but it is a tangible something. And that's what kind of that's why I want to say is like, I can see people thinking like, oh well, I can just go and buy a bunch of these boxes and get a bunch of stuff. Once I let you know and show you the breakdown of the prizes, you'll see that it's not a good idea to do that. It's a good idea to do this if this is something that you're interested in, and if you already participate in the stuff that the channel's doing, you already participate in gold draws. This is an easy way, because at the price, the $25, that not only gives you a gold draw, that gives you also just a random gift card draw, which I have to make those up too. So, I mean, look at me slacking. So, I mean, I don't want anybody, and if you have any questions on this, please reach out to me. And also, this is some other things I've talked about. Anything that the subscribers to my channel have brought up, or you've kind of seen me use on this channel, and you've been like, oh, I want one of those, that's going to be a prize. Like, so I know 2 different people have brought up the microscope, or a microscope that you can hook up to the computer. I think I paid $25 for that, for my specific one. That is going to be a prize. And it just matters like the types of things that have been brought up to me that have been used. I was looking at where I get my gold ore from, and you can get like a pound. Yeah, another person's brought up that they want that. So I'm thinking about making 3 or 4 of those, an option for a prize on a draw from the case of mystery boxes. Dun dun dun. So right. And so like that's why, like, another thing is like where I get my gold ore, you can get that. I was thinking about getting a membership for 4 months, paying for a membership for 4 months for somebody. But then I also thought for that same amount, I could get like almost 10 people a pound of gold ore. So I think it was like 7 people a pound of gold ore. So that's 7 different prizes that people have talked about and want to be a part of. So that to me is something that's pretty cool. So there's that. Think about that. How you can win this is if you reach out to me and you want to place a pre-order on one of these before I get it on the website and before I completely launch it, that's totally cool. I will put you down on a piece of paper, which isn't really a piece of paper. It's a spreadsheet on my computer. And we will put you there for a drawing. And then this drawing will be when this is launched on the actual website. So this contest will go until that is there. That's how you can win this. What was I gonna say? There was something else. I can't remember what I was gonna say right off the bat, so give me one quick second. I'm just gonna lock Nigel in the room real fast, and then melt some tin. So hopefully I can remember before that. Give me one quick second. I found this awesome cast iron pan, and no worries, man. I found this awesome cast iron pan for just $1. Jeremy, you know you have a drawing this month already. You're gonna have one in this month already, and then you have 3 to use whenever you want, just because you got the membership. So don't worry about that. Just remember you can do that whenever. And I really hope that I do not post as much as I did this time. So to be completely honest with you guys. So yeah, I found this guy, and it was like $2 or $3. Yeah, reach out to me, man, and I'll explain what's going on. I know you've got a lot going on, so just let me know what you might be confused on, and I can clear it up for you. But right now this month, there's only one person that's used their 1 in 3 giveaways. But every member has a giveaway chance this month. And then there's another person who's purchased enough for like 6 giveaways. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got today, after this video, I'm going to try to test out this TV so I can have the actual dice roll displayed better for everybody, because I know you didn't get to see it last time. And I would be kind of annoyed by that if I was participating in something that I couldn't see. So I apologize for that. And if I can't get that one working, then there's always the big one. And what I'll do is I'll put a webcam from the other computer onto that, and hopefully we can have it set up well. Also, I want to throw this out there real quick. I got this body cam, and this thing is amazing, you guys. Like, it was a good hunk of money, but I have not been so happy with a purchase in so long. So let's see if we can. So this actually is some interesting stuff that's happened. Oh yeah, so that's what I was saying. This was marked for $3, and like the green tags were 50% off. So this cast iron pan was only $1.54 or something. I don't know. Awesome. I'll show you guys out because I pretty much have not been leaving the house without it. It's amazing, and I'll show you some footage. It's got it's kind of like a GoPro but wider, and it's great because you can just clip it there, and it doesn't stay anywhere. I want to get a better strap to hold it on, but it's pretty good. I'm thinking, if you guys shout it out and you want it, I think I might make it a prize. I've been thinking about making it a prize in the mystery box anyways. It's about $110 for this model. And this model is awesome because it's got a 10-hour functioning battery life and 64 gigabytes of storage. So I charge it overnight. It's good to go for a couple of days. And I don't even have to upload the footage off it for a while. And because you have it hooked onto you, your hands free doing everything, and you can see everything that's around you. A lot of people get mad at the type of angle that is there, but I don't think so. I'll upload some footage from like park walks and stuff because that's what I really got it for. In the city I live in, there's like one park for every like 10 square miles, equaling this crazy amount. There's just a crazy amount of parks. And yeah, and it's just awesome. There's other models that I looked at that have better clips that can turn and stuff, but I don't know. I'll get some videos up so you guys can see like just all of what's going on. And in most of the videos, you'll see some stuff on the top. That's my beard. Sorry about that. So with doing this on this cast iron like this, it keeps it heated a little bit longer so you can like draw with the metal a little bit. Because there's a lot more heat going on. Yeah, I really suggest this system, especially because you think about it, you're out there prospecting. It's waterproof to a certain extent. You can't. I don't think you can go underwater with it. But I've dropped it a couple times and it's held up too. It's a little bulky, but you think about carrying a shovel around and everything. What are you really doing out there? Dun, dun, dun. There was something else I was supposed to say. Guess I'll just get this all in one bar. Well, Caitlin's like, why are you wearing this everywhere you go? And we went up to the storage unit the other day, and as we're driving up, the somebody almost runs into her, and she's in front of me, and I'm behind her, and I see it all on the camera. Well, this person, as soon as they're done, not paying attention to Caitlin, who's in her giant Suburban, almost runs into me in this small little cruise that I'm in, and I'm like, and I freak out, and so I filmed her plates and everything. And I'm like, you know what, dude, you saw all this is on film. Like, if there's not proof enough to not have a camera that's accessible and not really in the way at all, that's exactly it. You know, you think about it, those people who are like, oh, I got a dash cam because, people are crazy. Well, people are crazy, and like, I don't know. I'm thinking about putting that footage on, just to like put her on blast, because she was just on her cell phone. She just wasn't caring. Just almost runs into two cars right in a row. And it's like, what if I was not even slightly paying attention to her? Well, that's and the Pirates. I mean, I'm usually pretty good with them because we can relate to each other, but they're at least you'll be able to prove your story that you were attacked by rogue pirates. I'm gonna have to have a right. I'm gonna have to have a art contest because I got to be honest with you, I really hate the way my website looks, and I sent out a good number of orders. And as I'm filling off the labels, I'm like, well, this is the most unprofessional, garbage looking thing that I've ever really experienced. So I think I'm gonna do some type of art contest and have the winner be picked by the members, and that will pick my my actual logo, the banner on the website, and the image that I put on labels when I ship packages out. What do you guys think about that? You think that would be fun? Yeah, I was like, because I can't do the art at all, so I should probably let somebody who can do the art do the art. I want these. No, and I'm not really sure what's going on with this, if they're being charred because of being melted or if it's actually from the cast iron. but they're having a difference in color. At this point, I should make it clear, nothing that's happening in this video should you do in your own home. You should not melt metals in your home on a table in a cast iron pan with a torch. You should not melt metals without any safety protection, PPE. You should not do anything you are doing. You should watch YouTube videos of dumb people who do not know better instead of doing that yourself. Hey, JP. Welcome. Not being smart, but you should take a look at what's going on. Melting some tin. Actually, we'll be right back. These are some of the ones that I did yesterday. And again, like I said, they're having this weird color. I don't know if it'll come up on that. Like a rainbow effect. I don't know if that's from the cast iron pan. This one is like a black. But then if you look back here, it's got like a migrating color going from there to there. Now I want it to be noted that this one was like a pillar, and I did push it down and over with the torch. It did go in that direction. Same with this one. With the waves, I did shake it a little bit. I don't know if you can see those waves. A fingerprint wave. Well, I really don't care about, there's Nigel's in a vented room right now, so I'm okay with everything. Caitlin's like, what did you do today? I'm like, oh well, I smashed a bunch of gold ore in the bedroom with the door shut. And she's like, why would you do that? I'm like, well, I was frustrated and I had some rocks to smash. So she's like, did you make a video of it? I'm like, no, I just smashed the rocks. She's like, was the window open? I'm like, no, I had to stop because it was really smoky in the whole room. And it was getting in my face. I was covered in dust. There was dust all over. She's like, you're gonna have a very serious problem with your health within a couple months of having these hobbies. You do realize that, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I know. I'm not taking the proper precautions when it comes to playing with metals and rocks and all this stuff. No, don't lie now. Don't backtrack now. You've already got the text out. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're a man, Stu Deasy. You're welding steel with no safety precautions at all. We know what you do when you're not on YouTube. Now again, that's got that color. I don't know if that color is coming from No, this is cast iron. I've been searching for a long time for this, actually. Like, I've been searching for a long time. I was so happy when I saw this little pan. I was about to buy this thing off Etsy. I'm not a fan of Etsy, but there's some pretty cool stuff. And there was this little like ladle, cast iron ladle that I was about to buy, but it was probably $4. I didn't really want to do that. It is if it's not pure. So that's why, like, and you can't, I was looking into it, you can't get 100% pure zinc, like even what I get is not 100%. And that's why, like, what I'm doing here, all this is just me playing around. This isn't for any sale or anything like that, because I've melted it down on other metals so many times that I've contaminated the zinc to a point where it's not really just zinc, and I couldn't tell you what it is. So I'm just trying to actually boil off as much of the non-cast iron anything there, and really try to figure out what's going on with the coloring. If it's the heat, if it's the pan, if it's the way it's cooling, what's going on with why it colors the way it does. No, this is tin. Sorry, this is tin. Yeah, but tin's not good for you to. Okay, let's just be honest. Can anybody name a single metal that is good for you to melt and inhale? I can't. I can't. Oil is good for you to light on fire and inhale, Jeremy? That's what you say? Yeah, I just think I honestly think for anybody watching, if you're gonna melt a metal, you should be wearing a mask. You should be ventilated. Like I said, the windows are open, and but that's really not enough precautions. You need to be safer than what I'm being. Oh, okay. I'm just like whatever you say. I don't think you should really be. I'm of the school of thought you shouldn't really just set anything on fire and inhale it. It's probably not going to work out the way you want it. But, you know, to each their own. It's a crazy world. People don't eat meat nowadays. So what are you going to do? I don't know. It's pretty cool. And like because the pan stays so hot, I can do stuff like that and make little hunks of it spread out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, but where are you going to get pure gold and silver like that? You know what I mean? Oh, you know what? So you just brought up gold and silver, and you're both members. I don't know who else is still here, but I was thinking about the future. You know, way into the future, and so I'm thinking if you guys stay members and you renew your membership for 3 years. And I'm thinking about this because we're getting to a point where I'm going to be able to send out your actual membership cards soon. They're designed. I'm just waiting for 10 people so I can get them stamped by the person who's making them. So I'm thinking after 3 years, if you've stayed a member for 3 years, I'm thinking that you get your membership card and your number in like silver on the 3rd year. What are your thoughts on that? It'd probably be smaller than it, and it probably wouldn't be a lot. But tell me your thoughts on that. Is that something that would incentivize you to stick around for more than a little bit? And I'll be right back because I'm going to actually go grab. You brought up plutonium, which is not what I'm going to go grab. I'm actually going to go grab some crap. I'll let you know in a second because I completely forgot. Pewter is what I grabbed. All right, got the pewter. Close, yes, that was close, but no, we're still on the poor man's metals here, and we're gonna have to play with some pewter. I love it because they're not really poor man's metals at all. And they're extremely useful and have amazing properties. I enjoy that, but that's dangerous, man. That is bright. You remember? You have to understand. I come from New York too, where we had science growing up as well. Moving out west, I learned that not everybody had such a good education system. But yeah, I had science as well. That's not something that you're going to probably see on this channel for a while. And if you do, then you'll definitely see that at night. Because that's, I mean, it's awesome during the day, but why not, right? Okay, so I have a 1 pound brick. It's got this awesome like rivet in there. I took it for granted while I was there, but then I left and I just can't believe the things that I've encountered from leaving, the things that people say, the things that they believe, and they weren't taught. And it's not even a matter of believing. It's the things that they just weren't taught. And I think to myself, like, so grateful, And it's not a judgment, everybody teaches what they value, but there's some things that are almost not up for discussion, in my opinion. So I'm going to see, we got that pretty nicely centered, actually. I like that. Let's bring this brick down. See, first of all, if I can just go and slice a piece off like a piece of cheese. My worry is that the metal will have to get hot all the way, and it will melt from the central point instead of slicing. Which is actually what's happening. I can see over to the left a bubble. So here, let's actually go ahead. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. I can see it just kind of shrinking on the edges. If I can get even a small bead to roll off, I'll call it. Yeah, I got a small bead coming off over on this side. That's doing some stuff. That's awesome. It definitely does not melt the same way that the tin melts. That is so interesting. I'm actually going to flip it over. I'm going to ruin this end here and see. So one thing I did yesterday that I didn't really think about doing before doing it was I actually grabbed the pan's handle, the cast iron pan's handle, and that was not a good idea because that got really hot. So let's see if we can get a little cool going. Okay. Now. Okay. What I was gonna try to do was kind of just get a little cave. Oh, but that didn't really work too well. So we'll yeah, let me get a little cave and we'll see what's going on. You know what? Maybe we can hollow it out that way and have the bar just kind of spew and then have it go up. Let's see what we can do. You see, I've got your Is that the angle you were talking about, Stu Deasy? I'll start over here and then I'll go around. Oh yeah, it's sparkling. And what this does, what the pewter does that the tin doesn't do, is it kind of sparkles almost like gunpowder. So I don't want it to actually go around. We've already lost one section of the cave, gentlemen. Let's see if we can get her in there somehow. Gonna wait a quick second, and then I have an awesome, what I think is going to be an awesome idea. Nope, that didn't work. So next time what I'll have to do is wait a little bit longer before pouring it, because what I wanted was for this guy to be the top. It's still really hot. To be the top of a display base. Yeah, nothing too worried about. But it did not stick like I wanted it to. So I think it's been 1 hour. I have 4 people in here. Yeah, it was. Bigger pliers next time. But let's go ahead. It's still really hot in there. I think I want to melt it down and just try that again. So I don't think I want to melt that piece down. That piece is pretty cool. This time what I'll do, yeah, that's a better idea. This time what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put so much on there because that was a full pound. And what I'm going to do is actually just let it cool. Well, look at that guy. That cast iron pan stays so hot for so long. Yeah, here's this one too. I think that one's a lot cooler, but this one has its own little allure, if you will. This water is so hot. I mean, you would think that'd be obvious because you just poured molten liquid into it. This is all pewter. That one rock was all pewter. What I had before was tin, but this is all pewter, and it's generally about the same cost to get it in a raw. Yeah, dude, I'll send you the link to where I get mine because they have it's pretty good pricing. And if you want, if you don't want as much there, we can work something out and I can send you some smaller stuff so you can do smaller scale melts. Because like again, it's not the safest thing, but I don't have a furnace right now. I feel like pewter has more of a, yeah, dude. Well, then there's nothing stopping you if you have a little torch. I feel like pewter has more of a metallic look to it than tin does. So when it starts sputtering like that, it could be backfeeding, and you should always turn it off. All right, Jeremy, send me a message when you get home, all right? Best of luck and stay safe. So I'm doing this now so it will cool at different rates in different places, and there will be different effects when I move it at a liquid state. Kind of creating like a landscape. I need to do it really slowly so it doesn't pour out the back. I'm going to hold it like that. All right. And now we'll just let it cool. And it's going to take a bit because it's on cast iron. But what I got here is the first Ignit display. And we'll see where that goes. Do you think I should round off those top parts? I think you're right. I think it should, like, if I do anything more to it, it does definitely need to be fully cooled, but I kind of like how it has this splatter look to it. Very little of it is actually smooth. Okay, I can do that. Let's try to do that. Yeah, very little of it's actually smooth except for over here. And it kind of resembles, in my head, it kind of resembles like the distant ocean. When you look out to the distant ocean, you don't really see any waves. But up here, there's all this other stuff. So let's give it a look. I worry that it's not sealed good enough. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna leave it in there until it's cooled some more. I'm just gonna try to round off that Ignit, that part up there, and then maybe go in there and get that up a bit without messing the arch. I don't know, man. Because then it will take a long time for it to even reach. No, I guess you're right. You're right. Let's do it. Oh, it broke it off. No, it didn't break it off. Awesome. But then I'd have to clean out the pan more. That's more work, bud. No, I got to get a better surface area for these small indoor melts. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, that is so hot. So I did get a lot of what I had wanted. As you can see, I got some like walking down the beach and then the wave setting. Let me see that. But as you point out, this is actually the only smooth point. As you point out, you can still see the edges here, the edges here. And I kind of wonder if I can, without destroying this hillside that's in there, get all of this to meld together. Like maybe I can get this edge to go down and fill in that crack, that seam. And the same with over here, fill in that seam over there. And then maybe get a little bit more light in through the bottom and round off both of these corners. That's my ultimate goal. What do you think? I have a smaller torch, but every time I tried to use it for melting metal, it didn't seem to work very well, actually. So let's get this back to here. Let's get this up to, and this has happened on this, and I think this is due to the cast iron. You see that discoloration on the bottom? So that's what's up there. And get this back up. Get this back up. Okay. So I'm going to start actually on these back ones. No, I lied. We're going to start at the top, and hopefully we'll just get that rounded right off. Yeah, you have a good point there. I'll have to find it because I actually use this torch for all day-to-day torch needs. I'm going to try to get this done. And I'm going to stop in probably like 10 minutes or so. What I don't want is for there to be any like horror looking marks on it at all. That's what I really don't want. There's one over here, but I kind of like that one. So I'm not going to do anything about that guy. But I don't want it to like look like it's just been melted metal. See, and then they come down and you got to herd them onto a little spot and they ruin part of your landscape. Get out of there, brother. That's not your home. That's not your home either. We don't want you here. All right. I don't want to lose more. Oh, this guy's got a whole corner. There's a whole corner over there still. I don't know what that's about. I'm okay as long as there's no crazy obvious seams. Because this little puddle thing. No. Now, give me a landscape. What has happened over here? Where did all the metal go? What has happened? I've pushed it all so far away from the center. No. Let's see if we can get it down. No. Oh, man. This is heartbreaking. Okay, let's see if I can do this. No. Oh, no. So... Yeah, I'm gonna have to add more because now we have this little disappointed face. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. We literally have an upset face on the bottom of the base. Look at him. He's so disappointed in our work. He's like, "What'd you do to me? What's wrong with you? You don't know when to stop." Yeah, I like the cave, man. Here, I'll show you. Let me dry it off a bit. It still has edges and it still has corners. But that kind of shows where it came from, and I like that. And this is what I mean when I say landscaping. Is if you look, it's got like all sorts of different stuff going on. So what I will do is actually I'll melt that one stranger piece, not the big one, but I'll melt it down onto here. And hopefully it will fill in the disappointed look that your mother gave you when you got a B. Like, what? You're better than this. Yeah, this is. Yeah, which is kind of not at all what I was hoping for. So hopefully we can get this to center out. And in the meantime, it will maybe get rid of some of that extra. Hear that sizzle. A lot of what I'm working on with this is like just getting how it shrinks and expands down. Oh man, there's so much. Yeah, because I don't want to destroy this guy. I'm pretty proud of this guy. All right, you know what's happening is we're going to go from here because it's going to be easier to get it. We're just doing it. It's not like we didn't take this and get some from the 1 point anyways, right? It's, if you see, it's like it's just boiling around it. It's not wanting to center up there at all for some reason. And I'm not sure why. All I want it to do is level out. I think maybe it's because the actual pan stays too hot. I'm going to give it one more try, then I'm calling it. So I see there's 2 people in here. If you're both in here, whoever's in here, go ahead and hit 1 still for still being in here, and we'll go ahead and do a giveaway after this either fails or takes. But if you're still here, you want to participate in the giveaway, go ahead and hit 1, and I will go ahead and do that after this. Give me one quick second. I know, right? I'm not really sure what's happening here. Got it. Got it, brother. And now I actually have it to a point where I can do some awesome, cool stuff. Hold on. Give me a wall. Give me a wall. Not a political statement. No, no, no. I don't want holes in you. Awesome. Well, it's not what I originally intended, but it is pretty close to what I was going for. And it is 100% what I did not want. Did not want. So I'm going to give that a second. I'm going to dump it in the water. And it's got a full base and some pretty decent landscapes. But it's got some huge, huge crevices. I don't even know, actually, if I will keep this guy. Okay. Won't have a laptop if I keep doing that. Give me one quick second and I will get you a fuller on thing. Man, are you the only one in here? All right, well, if do you want it, let me weigh it up and I can give you an exact amount. And honestly, like this is not even I really just like I have to learn how metal goes, you know, how it melts, how it cools, how it waves. And like I'm showing you one thing that got that me going on that is this tin. I was able to get it to just wave back and forth as it melted or as it cooled. And I don't think I would be able to do it if it wasn't for that cast iron. And I really enjoyed that. Yeah, dude, you can do that. You can do that. Give me one quick second. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to go. Give me one quick second. And we're gonna do a giveaway in just a second, but 1 second. Are you sure that's one you want, or do you want to wait until you can see maybe some more? Something that's not so big, not so crappy. Awesome. Well, give me one quick second. I have to cool this down more. right. So I do enjoy this a lot. And maybe you do see something I don't. Well, let me point out why I'm not so impressed with it. If I were to be looking at it as a display case. Here I wasn't able to get the metal to meld right. And you can I actually like how this happened. You can kind of see the shape, but it's gone. It's like natural. Here, and to put on for an example, here's that coin for how big it is. The Eisenhower dollar. Can easily set it up like that. That actually you do see something I don't. What? Never mind. I don't want you to have this anymore because you do see something I don't. Look at that. And I wonder. Hold on. I wonder if this would work for all sorts of different size coins because there's all these different ripples and stuff. That's crazy. Whatever. Also, you're the only person that seems to understand what's going on with this channel 100%. So good job. Here's the main color. Yeah, right. Some big pieces. It's a little darker though. Is that okay by you? Nope. All right. Speaking of gold flakes, it's time for a giveaway. I haven't done a random giveaway in a long time. And it is that time. So I'm going to be a little easy on myself. I'm not going to put much effort into it. No, dude, it's yours. It's yours because you did see something I did not see. And it is a freaking awesome coin holder. Let's do this giveaway. We are going to give away 0.1 of 25 gold. I'm going to give everybody one last chance to get in it. It's just hit that one button. There's 3 of you in here now. Stu Deezy's already in there. Hit 1 if you want a chance to get into this giveaway. Go ahead and get the scale going. Stu Deezy's got a 1. Oh, yeah. Smell my hands after touching hot metal water. That's attractive, huh? And one more little speck on there. There we go. 0.1 on the dot. That's never going to happen again. So I have these 1 mil Palmer bags. I will never purchase these again. They're so small. They're so thin. No, do not. I mean, I thought they would be good to kind of send gold to people who don't want the glass vials or they want like maybe a cheaper way. But as you're going to see, I'm actually going to kind of wrap it around multiple times and then put it in tape because I do not trust, and I'm going to tape it up completely because I don't trust these. But they're good for giveaways. So here's this little bit of gold. And Stu Deasy, I mean, I don't know how to say this. It looks like it's just going to go to you because you're the only one that wants it. And I'm okay with that. But this is not a fun giveaway. It's probably fun for you, right? Yeah, it's probably fun, pretty fun for you. But we got to do something about this. Maybe not have 2-hour lives where I just almost set the house on fire. Maybe that's a way to deal with this. I'm not really sure. So I'll put this in with your other stuff. You have yeah, there's no competition. I just think they think that I don't think they think I'm serious, and that's okay. Because again, you will end up having like an ounce of gold off me in 2 years if you stick around. Well, see, and like I would love to say the same, but Caitlin's like, oh, I have to go do this thing that's far more important than watch your YouTube videos, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I can't argue. That's true. She's always like, yep, next time. I'm happy you're making a video, but I can't watch it. I'm like, okay, I get it. Gangsta. All right, brother. So send me a message on oh, let me weigh this up for you right now, okay? This platinum. So you know what's going on. I think live streaming, from what I can tell, live streaming is not how you get people to come to your YouTube thing. And I fully get that. But for my purposes, for the transparency purposes, for being fair, to me, live streaming is the most fair thing. And like, yeah, I'll do other videos of other things. But when it comes to like giving stuff away in a fair thing, I just want to make sure nobody can be like, well, why didn't you do this, that, or the third? I'm like, well, I was live. You could have said something. You know what I mean? Give me a second. I'm going to grab the bigger scale and I'll weigh this out for you and let you know how much that's going to come out to be. But it's probably not going to be very much at all because it's less than a pound because there's this piece that came from that piece as well. So yeah, and that's all it is I think that I have a good idea. The people who I've talked to who are engaging, I feel like they really enjoy what's going on. So it's just going to keep happening. And once people, like you say, once it's exposed, then oh, right on. Did you make it yourself? I'm just putting this gold in multiple different plastic packages to make sure it gets to you all right. Did you make the music yourself? Oh, gotcha. You know, I don't know. Do you know the music group, the Statler Brothers? I was thinking about them the other day, and I was like, in my head, you got to understand, I have no musical anything. I'm horrible. I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should make a theme song that's kind of like how the Statler brothers did their stuff about Nigel. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to base my theme song on is Statler brothers type music. Okay, so make sure this is not wet at all. Well, I guess I'm wrong. This is actually 1 pound and 11 ounces, which is totally cool. Do you want me to kind of get it lesser than this? Would you like a smaller one? Or do you want this as it is? Right on. All right. Well, brother, I have, and everybody else who has joined in the last few minutes, I have a bunch of emails and a bunch of other stuff to get to. It's 11 o'clock in the afternoon, my time. I want to thank you for joining, for stopping by, and for listening to me ramble on about some products that do not exist yet. So, thank you for showing up. Stay safe, stay happy and healthy, and I will see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow, actually, when I give gold away earlier on in the morning. Give this gold away. See you guys soon.